Uyawathemba lawa. Sure. Ephumlani, kuvalekile lapha ezantsi?
Yes, kuvalekile.
Oh, sure. Oh, let's.
Why amanzi aphathelwe wena?
Ngicela amanzi asihlala. Uyaphuza la uhlala?
Yawu mase kunje?
Yebo yebo.
Uphuza noma yikuphi?
Uphuza noma yini?
Nangu mase qhamuka la.
Hayi, hlala nondaba lapho. Kunjani?
Mabasa.
Oh, kwa Oh, siyabonga. Angisasungipha. Angiphuze wona lawa mhlawumbe azongisiza.
I don't think so. Yes. I said, ooh.
Hayi. Mase ngithelwa ilento ebovu ngizothi ekhaya ngipha. Bafuna ungifake inkingeni la.
Ngiyakusiza. Awufuna usizo.
Hayi. Nginawo umsizi.
Uma zonke uyazi nje ukuthi nawunenkinga la uzosizwa yimina.
Hawu. Gogo, beka.
Uyazi bazonke.
Hayi, ngifuna ungikhatha.
Mina nawo la.
Akho be record. Tshela manzi.
Umele ungasazi nakunje. Ngiphethe ikhanda yezwa. Ngicabanga ukuthi ngi-dehydrated.
Yeah. Sekuyalunga kancane. Nje u2 minutes.
Njengehlisa nayo.
Uzothi ufake i-lipstick sikushuta.
Bese ngivele ngifana no in. Yazi ina wena esemhlanganweni ehleli lapha phezulu. Akhiphe
avule. Afake i-lipstick.
Nelon. Ne-powder.
Yeah. Inawe yamazi. Sesiri. Ukuthi akubonakali kahle la.
Now, Mesa.
Thank you very much and welcome to this media briefing today, where as usual the Provincial Government of KwaZulu-Natal is providing an update on our COVID situation and our vaccination program. We're doing it differently today because, as you know, the Provincial Government, led by the Premier, launched the intensified vaccination program. So we are more on the ground than the norm that we've been doing. Without any further delay, I'm going to hand over to the Honorable Speaker, who's also joined by the Honorable MPC. We also have Induna, the Chairman, Induna Gala, over to the Honorable.
Thanks, Mr. Mabaso. Greetings to the MEC, Ms. Nomagugu Simelane, Ukhansela, Mamukhanyile, Ngonjalo, Unondaba, Ubaba Uzondi, okhona la endaweni. We extend our greetings to the members of the media, the government officials who are here today. Once again, we welcome you to this media briefing, which comes at a critical time as we are shifting the province vaccination program into higher gear. Sadly, we address this media briefing still reeling from the shock following the news of the cold-blooded murder of 3 women in Inanda by unknown gun assailant. The reports we are receiving are that the 3 innocent women met their untimely death while they were participating in an internal party democratic activity in preparation for the upcoming local government elections. It is believed that while they were on the queue, an unknown gun assailant fired shots randomly, killing the 3 women while many others managed to escape the gunfire. We're deeply shocked, concerned, and saddened by this brutal assassination of innocent citizens. We believe this is the work of the thuggish element that kill with impunity. We must not allow them to find place to hide in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. The killings bear the hallmarks of a desperate effort to use intimidation and violence as a way of frustrating the will of the people and subvert our democracy. We call on the police to hunt down the criminal elements who thrive on such violence. There is no election or vote that is worth the blood of our innocent citizens. We call upon the community to unite and work with the police to expose those who seems to believe that winning an election or becoming a candidate must happen at all costs, even if it means jumping over the corpses of innocent people. We extend our heartfelt condolences to the affected families and communities. Colleagues, today marks the 44th anniversary of the death of one of the greatest freedom fighters in the history, a man widely regarded as the father of black consciousness, Comrade Steve Bantu Bonke Biko. After years of being harassed, persecuted, banned and arrested for his brilliant political activism and radical views, Biko was often subjected to grossly inhumane treatment at the hands of the apartheid government. On this Sunday, 12 September 1977, while he died while naked and tied up on the stone floor of a police hospital. Comrade Biko's courage, yet painful life story, is always a timely reminder of the heavy price that many men and women paid for our freedom, something that we should never, ever take for granted. Moving to today's program, in an effort to ensure that no one is left behind and that we reach as many people as possible to vaccinate, we commence our program today by unveiling the second pop-up vaccination center following the one we launched in Umhlatuze on Friday. Today we started at UCCSA in the church here in Lamontville under Reverend Mkhize. We are doing this briefing session here at Wema Community Resident Unit, where we are engaging the community to come and vaccinate. Through this partnership, we are collectively ensuring that vaccination program reach everyone, particularly the most vulnerable communities. We would like to thank the church and the leadership of the hostel, in particular Unondaba. We thank you, Baba Uzondi, and we invite more people to come on board on this partnership. We have identified that unvaccinated people are high risk with COVID-19. We commence our COVID-19 update by stating that we have received strong confirmation from medical and scientific expert advisors that the recent surge in coronavirus cases reflect the high number of mostly unvaccinated people. COVID-19 is unfortunately deadly. Everyone knows someone who has died or been affected or infected by COVID-19. This is serious and is even affecting our economic recovery. The experts have also noted that the risk of an adverse outcome from the virus is minimal for those who are inoculated. It is now abundantly clear that our passport out of this pandemic, which must take us back to normal life and better functioning of the economy, will be determined by us taking vaccine. So, we're here as we intensify Siyagoma WayaWaya mass vaccination program in KwaZulu-Natal. We officially launched Operation Siyagoma WayaWaya, Let No One Be Left Behind, at Cllr district, a program that was well received. The mass vaccination program that we have repackaged and launched will see all members of the provincial cabinet venture into churches, community residential unit, shopping malls, and various other places in order to drum up support for the life-saving medical intervention that is vaccination. We have reached a turning point in our battle against COVID-19. It is either we fold our arms, fall over and die, or we go all out and fight. It is very assuring to see the positive manner in which the people of this province are responding to our call to vaccinate. It gives us hope, even though our numbers are not yet as high as we would like them to be. We will soon turn the corner. Our message is very clear. We are now taking our lives back. Let us reclaim our lives. Let us vaccinate and restore the normality that we used to enjoy. We want churches to open, and we welcome through their doors large numbers of people, just like they used to in the past. We want our soccer, rugby, cricket, athletes, and other large theater of sport, of sporting excellence to reopen and allow back into the fold thousands of spectators. We want to experience once again that electrifying atmosphere of screaming at the top of our lungs as we support and cheer on our sporting teams and heroes. We want to attend indlamu and musical concert so we can celebrate life and worship through songs and dance. And we want to relive all of those magical moments that we used to enjoy. I cannot overemphasize this. The only way we can get back to all of that is if we go out and get vaccinated in large numbers. With regard to the status quo on COVID-19, our third wave as the province of KwaZulu-Natal have been characterized by a fluctuation in the numbers of new cases, hospitalization, and deaths. Thankfully, the curve so far appears to have less severe this time around when compared to the second wave. It has also been driven by clusters in school, meaning that a high number of learners and educators have been affected, especially in eThekwini, Umgungundlovu, King Cechwayo, Umkhanyakude and Ilembe district. A number of cluster cases have also been found at correctional centers, which affected both employees and inmates. As of Friday, hospitals in KwaZulu-Natal, both the public and private sector, had a total of 1,940 patients admitted for COVID-19. Between the 1st of June to the 10th of September, the province has lost 2,218 people to COVID-19. eThekwini has the highest number of deaths, followed by Umgungundlovu, Amajuba, and Uthugela. The analysis of the weekly trend within the last 24 hours reporting period, we've had 1,340 new infections, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 500,320. We currently have 59,247 active cases, and sadly, we have lost 14,030 people, and we pray that their souls must rest in peace. There have been 45,049 recoveries. The number of daily hospital admissions continue to fluctuate in both private and public hospitals. Over the past week, 1,043 people were admitted in public and private hospitals. As we have indicated before, there is a growing body of evidence that shows us that people who have been vaccinated tend to not suffer from severe illness or succumb to COVID-19 as compared to those who have not been vaccinated. The province has to date administered a total of 2.3 million doses. And therefore, the target goes on. We are targeting to ensure that, in fact, so far in terms of vaccination, 579,438 are people who are above 60. So 56% of people who have vaccinated are those who are above 60. 26% are those at the age of 50 to 59. 4% are those at the age of 35 to 45. 5% are those who are at the age of 18 to 34. We are concerned about the low rate of vaccination and that needs an improvement. We are currently vaccinating on an average of 30,000 people each day between Monday and Friday, and less than 10,000 over the weekend. What is more concerning is the fact that people who fall under the age of 60 plus are no longer registering or coming forward to get vaccinated. In fact, we still have around 400,000 of those who are senior citizens who are at high risk of succumbing to COVID-19 if they get infected and have not vaccinated. Even the group between 18 to 34 who are at far less risk of suffering COVID-19 complications are doing much better when compared to the senior citizens. This shows once again the level of damage that have been caused by all myth and misinformation around the safety of vaccine. We want to say to the people, come and get vaccinated. We are making vaccination easy and more accessible through Siyagoma WayaWaya program. We once again wish to sound a clarion call to the people, come forward and give your body the ability to fight possible COVID-19 infection. Let us end vaccine apathy and hesitancy. Let not even a single one of us or our relatives lose their life because we failed to act by getting them vaccinated. Let us take responsibility for the sake of our families and loved ones. The vaccines are safe and all of us around this table have vaccinated. By doing vaccination, we are responsible and we are protecting those who are our loved ones and those we work with. You can now walk in at any vaccination site or drive-through facility with your ID and then get vaccinated. We welcome our partnership with civil society. We will be expanding more vaccination sites with our partners in malls, churches, residential units, business premises, and elsewhere. No one must be left behind as we build a COVID-19 free KwaZulu-Natal. I thank you.
Any questions online? Take a question. Education of hands. Any other hands? Yeah.
Thank you, Dominican CPC. So that's the fourth wave that's been predicted to hit the province in December, around December. But you also mentioned that there's a high hesitancy to get vaccinated in the province. Is there not a worry or maybe possibility that the third wave may reach the province sooner than predicted?
Siyabonga kakhulu. Ngicela mhlambe akuzwakala kahle ukukhuluma ngasaphela ekhuluma ukuthi i-target ka-December uhulumeni ayikhethanya manje ubani? Target.
Any other question? No?
Your vaccination. Thanks. All right. MEC will deal with these questions, both of them.
All right. No, thank you very much, Premier. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think both questions would necessarily be directed to the Department of Health. The first one is it possible that we might reach the fourth wave earlier than anticipated? That is something that we leave to the scientists, but we are told it's not necessarily linked to the vaccination or the vaccine speed. However, we are worried because when we started vaccinating, we saw as a province of KwaZulu-Natal a very serious uptake and people were very excited to actually get vaccinated, and as a result, at some point we were the highest ranking province in the country in terms of vaccines that has been issued. So immediately when we started seeing the myths and the stories that were being issued, we did see physically a reduction of numbers in terms of people that were coming to vaccinate. So that is why we are fighting. We want to make sure that everyone actually comes out and understands why it's important to vaccinate. One of the other reasons why we have these walkabouts that we are having with the Premier and the Department of Health as well, one of the other reasons why we have these visits to your churches and any other community engagement is because we want the community to engage the Department of Health directly and ask questions themselves so that they are able to get clarities on issues where they are concerned or where issues where they do not have clarity. So the prediction, yes, is indeed saying that our, not third wave because we are in the third wave, our fourth wave might hit us in December. So far, nothing has indicated that we might have it earlier than December. But as we know, last year, our second wave was predicted to hit us in December, and it did hit us in December, and it hit us very hard as a province. And we believe if our people are vaccinated or if our communities are vaccinated, we might find that should the fourth wave hit us in December, it might not have the same impact as the second wave had. And that is what our worry really is about. What is our target? Uma ngabe siqhubeka ngoDecember. I-target esinayo eyokuthi kushaya unyaka ozayo ngoMarch sibe sesivaccinate more than 7 million kwi-province yaKwaZulu-Natal. This is out of 11 million abantu esinabo kwi-province. So we are trying very hard ukuthi sifike lapho, kodwa uma ngabe ubuka indlela ebesisebenza ngayo bekubonakala ngempela ukuthi cha i-target yethu besizoyireacha until kuze kufike lapho kuba khona ke abantu abakhuluma kabi noma abakhuluma izinto ezithile ngendaba ye-vaccination. And ngempela sayibona inamba incipha nje overnight yabantu abaphumayo. Kuyasiwarisha kakhulu lokhu undunankulu kade kusho ukuthi uma ubuka abantu abaneminyaka ewu-60 kuya phezulu sisa-vaccinate u-56% kuphela. And into esiphatha kabi nesiwarishayo ngalokho ukuthi abantu abaningi kulo 56% or abantu abaningi abangavaccinatanga ku-60 years and above abantu abaseyindaweni zasemalokishini, abantu abaseyindaweni zasemakhaya, okusho ukuthi labantu abangenayo i-insured esibabiza ngokuthi ba-uninsured. Ileyo ke indaba esiwarishayo eyenza ukuthi size sibe nama-programs noma iy'nhlelo eziye emabandleni, eziye emphakathini, eziza njengoba sila eWema namhlanje siney'nhlelo zokuvakashela amakhosi, sihlale phansi kwesihlahla namakhosi, sixoxe nomphakathi, sivaccinate even lapho. And intention ukuthi abantu abadala bakwazi ukuthi babuze imibuzo directly, sibaphendule nathi ngendlela abazokwazi ukuthi bayizwe njengomnyango wezempilo, ngoba sibona ukuthi uma sikhuluma njalo nje mhlambe sikhuluma ngomabona kude, yebo kukhona sikukhulumayo kodwa kuba khona igebe phakathi kwethu nomphakathi bengakwazi ukusibuza imibuzo back. Yingakho ke sinale inhlelo esinazo. Thanks.
Masinibingelele nonke lapha namuhla ukuqinisekisa ukuthi sithatha lo mkhankaso weSiyagoma siwuyisa kuzo zonke indawo zaKwaZulu-Natal. Kuyadumaza futhi kuyaphoxa ukuthi sihlangene la namuhla emveni kokuthi iKwaZulu-Natal ihlaselwe isifo kumbe isitha sobulwane la abantu abathathu bedutshulwe babulawa izolo ngabantu abangaziwa. Imbiko ithi while abantu bekwi-queue bebheke ekutheni bayokhetha umuntu ozobamela okhethweni lolu oluzayo lo masipala, kuqhamuka imoto engaziwa yavulela ngenhlamvu kwadutshulwa abantu, ngeshwa kwashona abantu besifazana abathathu. Lokhu kubuhlungu kakhulu, kuveza ukuthi kunobulwane, kunabantu abacabanga ukuthi bona kudinga bekhethwe at all cost, even bakhethwe after ukufa nokubulawa kwabantu okubi kanje. Sithi kamaphoyisa akaqinisekisa ukuthi ayayilandela lemdlwembe maqede iboshwe, kodwa sicela nemphakathi ukuthi iphume ngobuningi bayo iqinisekise ukuthi yabamsana nathi, isukume ibamsane namaphoyisa, ze lezi gilamkhuba zivezwe, zithathelwe inyathelo ezifanele. Namuhla usuku la uComrade Steve Biko abulawa ngalo, and kusho ukuthi sekuphele iminyaka engu-44 uComrade Steve Biko abulawa, ebulawelwa umzabalazo, ubuhlakani bakhe nokuzinikela kwakhe ekulweleni inkululeko. Lolu suku ke lusikhumbuza ukuthi le nkululeko esinayo ayifikanga mahala. Le nkululeko yafika ngokuchitheka kwegazi lo mama nobaba abazinikele ekutheni balwele inkululeko. Yingakho kumele siyivikele yenzo zonke ikhathi. Namuhla siqale usuku esontweni i-UCC lapha eLamontville ngaphansi kababa umfundisi uMkhize, la ebesilethe khona also i-vaccination center, njengoba sesithathe sangena kwi-campaign ethi KwaZulu-Natal siya vaccinate waya waya. namanje sesilana eWema ehostela njengoba sibonga ubaba uNondaba esinaye la oyingxenye yalolu hlelo lwethu. Siyafisa ukugcizelela ukuthi sukela ngoLesihlanu singene emkhankasweni wokuhambela indawo ezihlukahlukene sicela abantu ukuthi bavaccinate. Sihambela indawo ezinabantu kufana nama-malls, amasonto, yindawo la kuhlala khona abantu bebebaningi ukuthi sivaccinate. Sikwenza lokhu ngoba secacile ukuthi ukuvaccinate kuyalekelela. Uma umuntu ebanjwa yilesifo se-Covid-19 engavaccinateile kubonakala kuba easy ukuthi simbambe kakhulu aze adlule emhlabeni. Kanti uma usuvaccinatile noma lesi sifo sikungena kodwa amasosha omzimba aba strong akwazi ukukuvikela. Sithi-ke sonke masivaccinate. Sifuna ukubona impilo zabantu bakwaZulu-Natal neSouth Africa yonke zibuyela esimeni. Siyafisa ukuthi abantu babuyele emasontweni ngaphandle kokuthi kuthiwe ababe u-half kumbe akube u-50 kuphela. Sifisa ukubona ezemidlalo zivulwa, ngaba ezemidlalo la kudlala khona ibhola noma irugby, cricket, ukugijima, zonke ezemidlalo kumele zivulwe. Sifisa ukubona futhi abantu abalandeli beya beyobongela amaklabhu abo. Sifisa ukubona abantu beya bayobukela indlamu, babukele nemculo ehlukahlukene. Konke ke lokhu kudlula ekutheni masivaccinate. Into ebonakalayo i-third wave ye-Covid-19 ibiyehla yenyuka kodwa kubonakala ithatha isikhathi eside kodwa ingabanga nzima njenge-second wave. KwaZulu-Natal sithi njengamanje kusukela ngomhla ka-1 kuJune kuya kumhla ka-10 siluze abantu abangu-2,218 ngenxa ye-Covid-19. Iningi labo liseThekwini, uMgungundlovu, Amajuba and King Cicwayo. Njengamanje KwaZulu-Natal sesigome abantu abangu-2,300,000 and siyafisa ukukhuthaza ukuthi abantu baqhubeke bathathe leli thuba bagome. Kusiphatha kabi ukuthi kusenabantu abafafaza indaba zokuthi abantu mabegomile bazogula. Zonke lezo zinto azilona iqiniso. Sikumkhankaso ke manje wokuthi sigome indaweni ngeindawo. Kungaba ikuma-malls, kungaba ama-shopping centers, kungaba yindawo la kuhlala khona imphakathi njengala eWema la isikhona, kungaba amasonto. Sithi kuzo zonke indawo asigome ze impilo zethu zibuyele esimeni. Okusiphatha kabi ukuthi abantu abaningi ababukeka bengagomile abaseyindaweni eyingamalokishi neyindawo zasemakhaya. Yingakho-ke sithatha lo mkhankaso subhekisa kubantu bakithi kuzo zonke indawo, sisondeza ukuthi umuntu mefuna ukugoma indawo zokugoma zibe seduze. KwaZulu-Natal Siyagoma WayaWaya. Thank you.